Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the finals for the upper bracket for Insomnia Masters at I-65. I'm the caster Rupert Steve, and we're going to get right into the action with Vexed Gaming versus Team Endpoint. Team Endpoint holding on to the bitter end, going to a third map with London Esports in their last game. Vexed Gaming pulling away quite easily from CEX with 2 wins on the bounce. Vexed Gaming haven't actually lost a single map so far, and as the game kicks off we can see that Endpoint are looking to move on to B site in force. Get ready to start the push. Cray will be all alone for a few moments on B site to hold off the advance, but we can see Link is now pushing forward to support. Bomb will get planted on spot, and now we wait for the retake from Vexed Gaming, where they try to make short work of the defense of the bomb from Team Endpoint. Damage exchange between these players so far. Robin getting a kill onto Echoes, as well as Messi getting killed by Cryptix. Chenko and Cryptix sharing the workload there, taking down Vexed Gaming in the first round of pistol. Not too bad of a start there for Team Endpoint. Just need to now see if they're going to be able to capitalise on this and continue to move forward. You see some money being splashed out by Vexed Gaming, just to try and help themselves out a little bit here. You can see Ivy is the route that Team Endpoint are looking to take. They will be met with Adam. Certainly try to cover that cross as best he can. The Molotov will push him out of position and give Russ, Cryptix and Robin a chance to move forward ever closer to his position. Grenades going out from Cryptix and Robin will take Adam down, giving them the man advantage, which they look to push on further with. As Cryptix takes down Link, Russ dropping Mezzy out of the fight, and Robin picking up Echoes on the way through. Bomb is down and Cray is left in a 1v5. Certainly hear Robin there bouncing around outside in CT spawn. Look to try and evade as best as he possibly can. Scout will come in handy for the next round if Cray can look to try and hold. It's quite noisy here at I-65. Some main stage events going on at the moment. But this game between Vex and Team Endpoint is all that really matters for us. Pretty good to keep the scout going into round 3. Let's see an eco coming in again from Team Vexed. Utility purchase, but you have 3 P250s, a CZ and a Scout in play. Robin and Pulse picking up Mac 10s, 2 Galils and an AK also there to work with for Team Endpoint as they look to push on to B site. Mezzy is trying everything he can to do some damage and stop the advance and wait for his team to rotate with him, but he will be unsuccessful in that defense as Rust knocks him out of the fight. Bomb does get planted by Team Endpoint on B side. Russ makes short work of Link, takes a lot of damage in the process, but is able to pull back. Robin will get caught out here by Adam. It's now in a 3v4. Echo's not wanting any of that. Getting set to pull back as best as he can. Adam will look to join him. And Team Endpoint lead the way so far, 3 rounds to nothing as we step into round 4. First big buy run coming in now from Vexed Gaming. Lots of utility being purchased by both teams. I'm going to try and see if Vexed are going to do something slightly different here as they push 4 players onto A side. Actually similar strats, original strats there. We can see that Cray is going to meet the advances of Team Endpoint. He's going to smoke out. Give himself a little bit of an advantage as they come down that ramp towards him, backing off. Give himself a little bit of distance. Has called in the extra man, so Mezzi is on standby to support with that AWP. And as we've seen in previous games, Mezzi with the AWP is something to behold. Flashbangs and smokes come out from Team Endpoint as they look to push on to site. Bomb will get planted once again there. The retake is off. Lots of damage being dealt out there by Echoes, but Cray will get picked up by Jenko. Jenko just going huge there with the Galil. And the Vexed Gaming team are looking like they want to keep these weapons again for the next round. I'm going to hold on to them and take them into the next round, giving them a little bit of advantage, having a little bit of extra cash coming in as well. But looking comfortable quite, so far going forward into round 5 for Team Endpoint. 4 rounds back to back. Just looking to keep this momentum up as best they possibly can and push on through into the later stages of the first half. Looking like a push now up to Ivy from Team Endpoint. Echoes will be the first man to try and hold off their advance. Endpoint now looking to try and push on to Ivy, but Mezzi will pick up the first with Cryptics getting dropped. Mezzi does have his back to a lot of the players that are pushing up behind him, but he does have a cover man to help him out in the form of Eccles, who will pick up Robin. Bomb has been spotted, so some players are going to start rotating back towards A side. We do still have Cray on B. Close tries with the fake, but is successful, and Adam unfortunately does fall there. Mezzi again going huge with the AWP, and a third for Mezzi and a fourth for Mezzi as well, winning round 5 for Vexed Gaming. Team Endpoint still 4-1 going into round 6. That's definitely going to boost the confidence of Vexed Gaming. Team Endpoint, as we mentioned earlier on, have been holding on for dear life throughout the entirety of this tournament. Grenade will do some damage to Pulse from Eccles, but Endpoint are all over it at the moment. The bomb does get dropped as Link drops Robin. Adam coming out and hitting Russ. Jenko then dropping Adam. Pulse picking up Link. Eccles going big, taking Pulse and Jenko down, not before Cryptics retorts and takes 2 players down with him, but Mezzi is there with the Deagle. Not a bad win again there for Vexed Gaming. Coming into round 7. 4-2 still to Team Endpoint. Vexed Gaming certainly changing things up. Adam again looking to push forward. Try and hold off as much of the advance they possibly can. Some of this utility already being used up very early on. That flashbang is timed, but Adam is there ready and takes down Russ and Robin. Great work there from Adam, managing to pick up 2 quick kills back to back. That Molotov will push Pulse out of position. Vexed Gaming just seem to be feeling pretty confident right now going into round 7. Three before now as we come into the final minute of this round. Bomb is making its way towards B. Jenko finds the flank on Cray, secures the kill and pushes his team forward in order to get the bomb plant. The rotate is on. You can see the danger man Mezzi there moving to the back of site ready with his AWP. Hoping to lay some damage, which he does onto Jenko. This man's full of confidence. Pulse picks up Link, but does have to pull back, which gives Adam time to get the spray. And Mezzi again with a deagle, helping to secure the round for Vexed Gaming. Full 3 as we go into round 8. These losses are having an impact on Team Endpoint's economy at the moment. See again some more utility being used by Team Endpoint early on to mask the advances towards B site. But we do have Cray there, again still waiting. Biding his time. Looks as though he is going to bump into a few of Team Endpoint in a few moments. We do have Mezzi who is also covering as well. It just depends how quickly these guys want to push the bomb onto site. The staircase is getting ever filled. Mezzi is there. He doesn't connect with the first. He does connect with the second. Cray gets taken down by Robin. Oh, unfortunate there for Mezzi as he tries to pick up Pulse but isn't successful in doing so. And Adam's left in a 1v3. Unfortunately isn't able to pick up anything extra out of that round. Nine rounds in, and so far Endpoint played quite comfortable in the first couple of rounds. There is a pause in play at the moment, so we'll go ahead and check the scoreboard and get some ADR stats up as well for yourselves. Vexed Gaming do have the loss bonus of 2,400. A lot of damage getting dealt by everyone really on that Team Endpoint there, as we can see. Utility damage speaks for itself. We'll wait for the pause to finish and then we'll go back to game. Yep, I do apologise if you can hear quite a lot of noise in the background. It is very loud here with the manhole right behind me, more or less, or around me essentially. So you will hear the main stage and you'll also hear other gamers enjoying their weekends at Insomnia 65. For the pause to finish. The freeze time has been cancelled, so we're now back with a eco round coming in from Vexed Gaming as Team Endpoint look to dominate on the last round, win there, secure a few more as we get into the last stages of the first half of map 1. Vexed choosing to stack everyone onto A site, which might prove advantageous for them, because as we can see, Team Endpoint are using Ivy to push up the rear. However, everyone does have their back turned, apart from Cray, who will be the first man to spot. He advances, but does get picked up. Link managed to get Jenko, but Messi is downed by Robin, who picks up a 2k at the moment for him. Robin getting a third actually with Flames. Echo's just not able to get through the fire and Flames to get out of there. Pulse picks up Adam. Link not too far behind, and we'll see the round being won out by Team Endpoint, going into round 10, 6-3. I like the confidence and the flair from Team Endpoint at the moment. You know, they're getting the plants, they're then pushing out, trying to get the frags. They want to do as much damage as they possibly can to Vexed early on in this first map. Pulse will push all the way up and try to molly Cray out of position, but Cray isn't up top anymore. He's playing close. Bomb is at Ivy. Grenade will provide some information to the A holding, the defenders of A from Vexed Gaming. And here we go. Robin leads the charge onto site. Charge to get to site at least anyway. Messi is standing by, ready to pick the first opportunity. We get flashed out of position. That will allow Russ a little bit of time to perhaps move into position to get a counter shot onto him. That smoke will give Robin plenty of chance to be able to move out and around. Eccles is up top. Robin sees Eccles through that smoke and manages to land some perfect shots onto him, but Adam does pick up Jenko. Cray grabs Robin. Pulse now is about to find trouble of his own in the form of Adam, but Pulse is actually quicker on the beat, destroying Adam with a well-placed headshot there. Messi is still in this fight. Managed to actually pick himself up a second or kill there on Russ, with Cray coming in to back him up against Cryptics. Solid win there from Vexed Gaming, proving that they're not out of this fight just yet. It's definitely hurt Endpoint's economy at the moment. They're able to buy up this round, but they do need to get this win in. Loving the play between, play on Eccles here. He's bouncing between spot to spot, trying to cause as much confusion as he possibly can from round to round. Bomb will start to make its way over to B. Pulse is standing by, ready to welcome his teammates along. Slowly passes the bomb to Jenko, allow himself to get into position to pop that smoke over to allow the push. Flashbang goes out as well, and Team Endpoint look to move on to site, as he is not looking unfortunately in the right direction, but can hear the footsteps now from Pulse. Flashbang will distract, but not enough, as Cray picks up the first of Jenko. Messi helping out, but Cray does go down in the end. Eccles is there to back up Messi, leaving Cryptics in a 1v4. Bomb is on site, but Cryptics is getting ever so dangerously close to Adam. Adam pops a 3 shots in. He's trying to get the spray down and manages to land the kill in the end. Good round again there from Vexed Gaming, bringing them now to 6-5. Still in favour of Team Endpoint, but as we come into the latter stage of the first half. That's just been paused, so give them a few moments to do their team talk. Pause off. Team Endpoint on an equal this time round. They're going to pick up one CZ at least anyway. No utility purchase, but Russ does have a Zeus, so we may see something coming into play with that at least anyway. Vexed game and taking more of an aggressive approach here now. As we can see, Team Endpoint are running all the way around to get onto B. That grenade will do a ton of damage. Cray will pick up the first. Adam helping out with the second and third. Third there actually for Cray. That bomb is down on site, leaving Russ with that Zeus as well actually. A very peculiar position to be in. He's fine there with the crunch at least. It's close enough to really pick up the audio from it. That grenade doing massive damage there, definitely helping Cray out as far as to get a few of the kills, but Echoes will find Russ in the end. Bringing us now to 6 apiece going into round 13. As a foot by coming in now from Team Endpoint, utility is there for them to use. Vexed having plenty of cash available to buy as much utility as they want, and they'll put that utility to work as quick as they possibly can. Team Endpoint have a lot to do here. Adam is able to pick up Jenko, but not before Pulse trades that kill off. And flashes now will push the bomb onto A site. Eccles is there to try and help out. That flashbang will land. Russ is able to pick up Eccles in the end. Link is close onto site, so can look to recover the bomb if necessary. I know there's a man to the left, and Cray will pick him up in the end. This leaves Cryptics now to try and hold the bomb, and he isn't able to as Cray finishes off the round with a 3k. 7-6 now going into round 14. Let's see what Endpoint can do. They've got 3 Deagles, 1 CZ to work with, a smattering of utility across the players. Looks as though there was a bit of confusion at the start, but they are going to push the bomb towards B at this point. Messi is playing super aggressive there, tries to push forward to get the early pick, but isn't able to land anything, so has to pull back. So some flashes now coming out from Team Endpoint. He's looking to make their way onto site. Cray will pick up the first with Cryptics, but Jenko's there to recover the trade. Messi picks up Pulse. The bomb will go down. And Messi just Kobe's and takes Russ out with a grenade, finishing off what Cray had begun. Robin gets a wonderful spray down onto Echoes, but not enough, unfortunately, there to secure the kill onto Adam either. Jenko huge there with that Deagle. 2 kills back to back. He will have a joust with Messi. The health pool isn't there for Jenko, so Messi does make short work of him. Pushes on to defuse the bomb. Wonderful play there from Jenko, coming out with the Deagle. Money's good obviously for the bomb plant, but wasn't able to secure round 14. Last round of the half, Vexed going into the second half in the lead. 8-6 at the moment. C4 guy from both teams. As well to try and secure the last round of the game. Last round of the half even, I should say. Jenko is picked up by Messi. He's getting ganged on by Pulse, but this looks like a completely different endpoint actually coming into the final round of this half. Bomb plant won't be able to go down unfortunately, but Russ is there to pick up after Cryptic gets taken down by him. 8-7 going into the second half. Almost a different endpoint there right at the very end. Vexed are going to look to try and dominate as early as they possibly can on the T side. Endpoint are split up quite a bit. They've left one man on B side in the form of Russ. He actually does in fact have a second, which is Robin, who's back of sight. Russ may be able to stop the plant here. He is able to stop it, sneaking around that bomb site in order to take out the planter. As he's there to take Russ down in the end. Landing shot after shot onto Jenko there. Link doesn't have a lot of health to work with, so Robin will make short work of him. The bomb is down. Robin is looking for the kill, but Cryptics will get it in the end. Jenko also picking up Adam, and the defuse comes in from Team Endpoint. Good opening round there for Team Endpoint, showing the retake. What a play by Russ though, sneaking around onto that side, making sure he can get in position, popping a couple of shots, stopping that plan dead in its tracks. Eight all at the moment as we go into round 17. We have 4 Eagles for Vexed Gaming. M4 and Orb, FAMAS and 2 MP9s on Team Endpoint. Bomb is heading back from Ivy now. Robin will pick up Link. Getting the opening frag of this round. Pulse quickly takes down Adam, and then Mezzy immediately after. He's on again here and he gets Cray. Echoes his last man alive. He's had a ton of damage done to him, and all of Team Endpoint are now rushing to try and get this kill as quick as possible. Echoes will pick up one from Robin, but Pulse finishes the round out on a nice 4K there from him. Big round needed from Vexed Gaming. You can see they've got 3 SGs and 2 AKs to work with. Utility to get them on site. It's a case of holding it afterwards once that plant's gone in. Robin is playing quite deep at the moment as well on B. That Molotov will do a lot of damage to Robin, but to get out of position and get 2 kills. Mezzy will pick up Pulse in the end as they push towards A site. Great tagging Robin actually through smoke there, but not enough to secure the kill. Mezzy pushing forward, trying to get his team on 2 site, will get the extra kill that they needed to be able to make that happen. Cray is then taken down by Robin. Cryptics finishes Mezzy's plays off. Last man standing, still has bomb. He may be able to get a pick here onto Cryptics. He's got HP and utility to work with, but Jenko's on his left. That footstep will give his position away. Eccles now knows that his man to his left, he needs to finish that guy off first before he can push out into sight properly. He will look to get the kill, and he does indeed. Too quick there for Jenko. Molotov will go out, and it will do some damage to Cryptics. He's too quick for it and gets out of the flames. Plant now coming in from Eccles, actually is a dummy. Oh, it gives Robin enough chance to be able to pull out, but that split second look away from Eccles gives Robin all the time he needs to be able to secure the kill and the round for Team Endpoint. 10-8 as we go into the 19th round. Deagle round coming up now for Vexed Gaming. We've already seen in previous games that Mezzy is a force to be reckoned with the Deagle. So we shall see what he can do at this point. Russ gets the opening kill onto Mezzy, taking the danger man out. Bomb is still in a good position for the rotate. Oh, Adam! That was a crisp headshot there onto Cryptics. Bomb is coming back in further, rotate towards B. Adam calling for support from his teammates. He does get a hit onto Robin. Pulse picks up one, but Adam's there to try and help out and gets the kill in the end. Robin picks up the CS. Adam is going huge with the Deagle at the moment. 1v2. Look to try and catch this out if he can. He's managing to sneak himself all the way up behind. CTs does whiff the first, but managed to connect with the two others. Gets the first, can he get the last kill? He isn't able to, unfortunately. That would have been a perfect win there for Vexed Gaming on this round, but Adam just couldn't quite get the last hit. 11-8 as we go into round 20 with Vexed Gaming trailing by a few rounds. We'll at least see now a buy coming in from Vexed Gaming. 4 SGs and an AWP. 4 M4s and an AWP. The flashbang will delay Adam's chance of getting out onto site. He isn't able to get the opening pick, so we'll swap back from AWP to SG with Mezzy. Link picking up the opening kill with Cryptics going down. Flashbang will help Adam shift his position closer. Oh, Cray coming off the better there in his battle with Jenko. As you can see, Pulsar manages to secure the kill in the end on him. Leaves Robin and Russ with the hard task of a 2v5. And they're yet to actually see Bomb. And Eccles now looking to rejoin Link and Adam. Russ actually getting the pick onto Cray, but they're already out of position and they're running away to keep what they have so far. The M4, well actually sorry, SG and the AWP, bring them into the next round. Love to save. They've got round difference to work with. But they need those weapons to go into the next round with. See, Adam's actually looking to go hunting by the looks of things. He may actually bump into both players. Two crossfire setups, so Russ may be able to get the opening hits onto Adam. Adam looking to play around there. I think you can see, he knows at least anyway where that player will be, but doesn't pick up Robin in the end. Vexed Gaming 9, Team Endpoint 11, going into round 21. Vexed Gaming throwing everything they can into these rounds, trying to recover some of the lost rounds they've had in the first half. That was a very nice kill there from from Messi onto Jenko even. First out from Pulse will give his position away. That flashbang is poorly placed. Russ will try and get the first hit with the scout, isn't able to, but Robin and Pulse pick up some kills. Messi going big again with the AWP. Will look to try take Robin out if he can, but Link is quicker and able to get to him. Cryptix is coming behind, but Messi already realises this flank is coming in, and he'll try to and will secure the kill with the Deagle. Match is paused this time. Good buddy play there between Link and Messi, making short work of the remnants of Team Endpoint on A site. Again, unfortunately it is quite loud in the LAN hall, so you will hear quite a lot of background noise. So go ahead and check the scoreboards out. Messi definitely picking up quite a lot of kills in the last few rounds. 2,400 apiece on the loss bonus. Just look at the average damage from Messi. It's picked up massively in the second half. Round 22. 10-11 to Team Endpoint, but Vexed Gaming are closing that gap up every round. See a big eco here from Team Endpoint as they look to hold B site. They're still over towards A, so it could still go that direction. Essentially a full stack of Team Endpoint on B. As Adam and Link look to make a bit of noise in that direction. As we see, Robin is now pulling back to go and check on Ivy, see if anything is happening in that direction. Oh, Needy gets to pick up onto Craig, but Echoes is there to destroy Robin. Rotate still hasn't come in as of yet. Vexed Gaming now looking to check to make sure everything is definitely clear before they bring that bomb onto site. Team Endpoint now looking to try and potentially retake the one-man disadvantage. Has been planted, and you can see from radar they are moving in a pack essentially. Adam does get picked up, sorry, Adam picks up Russ, Eccles picks up Jenko. Cryptix isn't able to land too much damage on Eccles, but Eccles will make it back. Cryptix needs to come into the bomb himself, but is able to survive in the end. Vexed Gaming now winning, so 3 rounds back to back to bring it back to equal score. 23rd round as we're in at the moment, so 11 apiece. Again, this is a best of 3 and this is map 1. Won't be recovered by Adam as he looks to take it across towards B. And Post playing quite deep here, in fact. Pushing all the way up. He's making so their back is definitely covered. Grenade won't do any damage, but still will send a message at least anyway as to location of the remaining team players. It is long all the way down Ivy. Long does appear to be coming back towards A. Pulse is standing by here and he might be able to get the drop on Adam as he comes through that smoke. He will do, and he also get Link in the process. A lot of HP lost there by Pulse, but still not able to get away from danger as Mezzy is able to pick him up as he jumps through. Cray will come around the corner and meet Jenko. Again, a lot of damage being dealt to each other here, and with actually picking up Eccles and Russ picking up Mezzy at the very end means that Team Endpoint do win that round, going into 24. A bit of chopping and changing here from Team Endpoint as they switch weapons around between each other. As Vexed came in, look to try and take 24th round. Mezzy there with a quick headshot onto Russ, dropping Team Endpoint's AWP, which is then recovered and picked up by Pulse. Vexed will molly forward. Actually push along towards B side. Being alone gets more and more dangerous here. So that flashbang will completely blind him. He isn't able to pick up Adam. The bomb will get planted by Link onto site. As Team Endpoint look to retain the weapons they have and keep them into the next round. Save to fight another day being the better of the two options here. This will take us back to level pegs though, 12 apiece between Vexed and Team Endpoint. Vexed are actually moving back towards T-spawn, so they might even bump into each other here as this happens. Adam coming down staircase will start to walk, it makes a little bit more noise. Neither team really looking to lose any weapons in that fight, so deciding to stay away from each other. So pieces, we come into the latter stage of the first map, 25th round now. We're still looking quite healthy for Vexed. Endpoint having to replenish quite a fair bit after that last round. If you guys start pushing it towards Ivy, we'll be meeting Jenko along the way. Nope, look to pull back, try and recover the bomb. Maybe have a rethink about which direction they want to move next. Still eager to stick on his position. Adam is all the way down. Robin does get the opening hits onto him, but not enough to secure a kill. Flashbang will go out from Link onto B site. Jenko and Cryptic's holding that side, but realising after there's no push that the bomb isn't going to come that direction, and start to make their way towards A to help with the rotate. Pulse now aware that bomb should be coming towards him any moment as Link and Adam start to edge their way out. Jenko is standing by. He will get the kill onto Adam, but Cray and Mezzy share Pulse and Jenko. Cray gets picked up by Russ in the end, but Mezzy's quick too quick, in fact, for Russ. Even Cryptic in a 1v3. Lands a headshot onto Link, but is in the end picked up by Eccles as that Molotov forces him back. 13-12 into round 26 in favour of Vexed Gaming. Big eco round needed here from Team Endpoint. Do some damage, maybe keep some guns back if they can. Jenko and Russ trying to back each other up there. There's going to be a lot of noise coming from Ivy. That'll be Eccles and Cray making a lot of that racket. Smoke and Molotov just to clear that position out as best they possibly can. They're also now backed up by Pulse, in fact, as well. As Jenko and Cryptic stay with B-side. Jenko actually pushed up the ladder there. Now we can see that Link will look to fall back with Adam to come grab the bomb. Staying in place, looking for audio cues. We'll get it as most likely hear Robin running back there. Smoke will get played. We have now the entirety of Team Endpoint on B site. The bomb is actually going to go A. Endpoint playing that perfectly well. Sorry, Vexed Gaming playing that perfectly well even. That will go in, and Endpoint will look to stack up in CT together. Perhaps push forward and get some picks. They do get one on to Eccles, not before Robin is taken down. As he's standing by ready to watch the flank if it does come in, but Endpoint look ready to survive this equal round instead. Not though, because Link is standing by ready and will take down Jenko. So looking now to ensure that no one else can survive this if he can. Company's very strong for Vexed Gamers, so they can afford to lose Jenko at that point. $14-12 now to Vexed Gaming into round 27. 2 more rounds for them will secure map 1. So a little bit distracted, there was a dog running down behind the casting desk. Sorry, Russ will pick up Mezzy. Mezzy been on fire so far with this AWP, but just not quick enough at that point, unfortunately. Jenko also picks up Adam. Echo's now looking to fall back with the AWP. Somehow put it to work if he can. For Robin, as Eccles does manage to put it to work. Jenko will make short work of Link as Russ picks up Cray. Eccles is now in a 1v4. He can hear the ladder and he can also hear the player above him. There's the drop. That flashbang is perfectly timed. It does actually give Eccles a little bit of an advantage as he's able to move back. Stops. See, Russ gets dropped by Eccles. 1v3 now. That molly will burn ever so bright, but not enough to kill Eccles as he takes down Pulse. Cryptix is there to secure the kill onto Eccles in the end. 14-3 now, going into round 28. A lot of damage being dealt out by Eccles there in that game, in that round even, and just goes to show when you look at Team Endpoint's economy after that, they're able to buy up. Adam makes short work of Janko there, but Russ does retort, taking Adam down with the AWP. Doesn't do any damage, but will push players out of position. Russ has the perfect angle there just to see through the edge of the smoke, so you can try and help cover that angle if possible. Russ looks to pick up an AK, keep that with himself, but the bomb is now going to move back down towards T-spawn. Ever so quietly there from Vexed Gaming, moving backwards all the way down. Re-smoke. You can already see this bomb is going to go all the way to B. This will make a little bit of noise onto A site, trying to pull some players towards him. Will go down, the flash will also go out and help the push onto site. Rotate starts to come in now from Team Endpoint, try and get onto B site and retake it, or stop the plant. They're able to. Robin comes up behind Mezzy, gets the first but isn't able to get the second onto Link. Cryptic does manage to get Cray in the meantime, which means Link and Eccles now in a 2v3. Link secures one, needs to pick up Cryptics, and he can, and Eccles is able to get Russ in the crossfire. 15-3 going into the 29th round of the first map. Again, Vexed Gaming so far haven't lost a single map in this bracket, so something to keep in mind. I don't think they would have thought they would have taken them all the way up to round 29 to get to this point. They potentially could win it in this one. Pause is off, so we're back live. As Vexed Gaming look to put an end to this map on train. So some mollies to try and stop the advance. Heads up to people watching, the server, or sorry, the stream will restart after this map, just so we can change some of the settings in the background for the stream itself to hopefully better your enjoyment factor of the stream. Cray will pick up Robin relatively quickly there in the opening pick. Janko swings wide, and Eccles and Link punish him for it. So Mom now is going to push towards A site, as he is still behind. Going to flank. Cryptics is there. He will not be able to get the frag, unfortunately, but Cray takes a lot of damage from Cryptics. The bomb is actually now going to go towards B. As you can see from minimap, Adam has actually cleared out B entirely, so they know that they're able to get the plant done quickly. Russ will bump into Adam on his way to the rotate, but isn't able to get the drop, leaving Pulse in a 1v5. He's going to try something here potentially. He does have a smoke grenade to use, but doesn't actually end up using it in the end. And Link picks up Pulse. 16-13 to Vexed Gaming as we move into map 2.